Come, gather round, everyone. They're about to talk Disney. I am still so confused as to whether I'm going to eat at Connections or Creations. So the only way I can keep them straight is I have to think, okay, well, my mouth connects to my stomach, so I guess that's Connections.
So I call Catherine to see how dinner at the restaurant is going, and she says, I can't talk to you right now. I'm talking to Mickey. So I'm like, okay, here's a big cheese. I get it. And then she says, hold on, he wants to talk to you. So she FaceTimes me, and I'm FaceTiming with Mickey as I'm getting ready for the podcast.
I don't understand why people spend hard-earned money on a Mickey ice cream sandwich in the parks. I mean, we literally all have ice cream sandwiches in our freezers at home. We don't have Mickey bars. From the mind and creator of the Disney YouTube channel Living in Diz comes a whole new Disney podcast. Okay, can we talk some serious Disney here now? Nope. Get ready for all the Disney knowledge that you can handle. It's Corey. It's Lawrence. It's the DIZPod.
You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat the turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat so good. A turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat turkey in a big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey, turkey dee, turkey, turkey dap. I eat the turkey and I take a nap.
An absolute classic Lawrence. Really pulled out a good one there. I didn't know you were doing that. Loving it. It is a turkey Thanksgiving Day classic.
Yeah.
Love Adam Sandler. Tammy and I actually saw Adam Sandler. Wait, I could be wrong on that one. Back up the truck. Back up the truck. I don't think she came with me on that one.
Okay.
I saw Adam Sandler live at a college in Massachusetts back in the day. And he's so funny. He's so funny. I love him. I love his humor. So yeah, that's great. Got to eat turkey. Love it. Love it. So let's see. Let me know, everybody listening, if you hear anything. But they're saying I sound bad.
That should be on now.
I don't hear it on my. Oh, it's gone.
It should
Is that
be
old?
Yeah.
All right. It'll take them 20 seconds for them to realize. Look at Catherine, like co-producer back there. So, okay. It should be corrected, though. $20 to the first person that says it's corrected. You better be honest. We'll pay it out in pennies over 20 years.
38.
So, yeah. Love that. So that was great. Great opening. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you. It is fun because I am not working. You know, if I was in retail right now, I would probably still be working, trying to get the store ready for the the big event. Although no, they don't open on Thanksgiving anymore. So I don't know. Maybe things would have changed. I don't know. It's been like 8 years since I've been in retail. So.
Well, I mean, it's all changing now too, right? I imagine your brick and mortar stores are still opening and doing that whole Black Friday thing, I assume. But it just seems I get a lot of emails now and ads for, Black Friday started a week and a half ago.
That's right. Exactly right. It used to be, this big event and, everybody standing at the front doors, manning the doors, and that doesn't happen anymore. They have really changed how that all happens. My last year in retail, I think we got through the line in like an hour and a half, and the store was pretty much back to basic. So yeah, I don't know what it's like. Any of you in retail, let us know. Is it still crazy? Does it have its moments? Just let me know.
Well, Thanksgiving and holidays are full of traditions, right? And Tammy and I had a tradition when the kids were younger, when we lived back in Maine, and she'd cook the full dinner. Her mom would do some of it too back then. They spent half the day cleaning up, and when that was all done, and she finally got to sit down and enjoy a little bit of time, maybe watch the Cowboy game at that point because that's about the time it would be. Probably just before the third game would begin, she'd be out the door.
Mm,
So I was on my own with the kids to get them to bed and me go to bed. And she'd go out there and, it was Maine. So she'd brave the cold. She'd be standing out there in 20 degrees in long lines waiting for, those special items that you could, maybe only get on Black Friday or get that deal. And I can remember her rolling into bed at 5 a.m. and me rolling out of bed on the other side at 5 a.m. So really good teamwork. Another example of how she's such a great mom. So that's our Thanksgiving. That was our Thanksgiving tradition, but that doesn't need to happen anymore for
yeah,
multiple reasons.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can buy a TV and sheet sets and towels and all that kind of stuff all during the year. So, and I mean, y- y- how many of us don't go to Amazon? Like, you're probably ordering something at Amazon right now.
Yeah, I that's the first place I go whenever I need anything.
Exactly, exactly. So,
We're spoiled now.
yeah.
Welcome everyone in chat. We do this live because we do it for you and only you. And also we are thankful for anyone who listens to us whenever they can on all the different platforms. I was going to reel them off, but I don't even think I know them all. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. Did I hit them all?
Those are the big ones. Yes.
There
Yeah.
you go. Those are the big ones. So there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, Catherine talked about our shopping. So she went shopping with Finley today and filled up both fridges and getting ready for tomorrow. There's only going to be 5 of us, so it'll be the 3 of us. Jay is going to be coming home for the holiday, and then my youngest brother will be joining us as well. So um, we will watch the parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We'll be watching that tomorrow afternoon. Um, and then I'm trying to decide what movie we're gonna watch. We may watch. Uh, Great, it just fell out of my head. March of the Wooden Soldier with
Oh,
Laurel and Hardy.
oh
That's
wow.
really a Thanksgiving tradition, so we may do that. Home Alone, and
Good one.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. So we'll be doing a little bit of that. Excuse me. We're not big football people, so we will not be watching football. Um, so we'll be throwing on some movies. What about you? What will you guys be doing? Do you think?
Okay, so our tradition that was started here 8 years ago when we moved to Florida was for me to wake up, and I'm always up before everybody else, but this is an occasion where Tammy usually beats me to the punch a little bit because she has to get the bird ready, get the bird in the oven, and all that. And eventually, I come out and I pulled out the old tree, and that old tree was a lot of work. I would say it took me a couple hours to get the branches up, spread them out, string up the lights.
Mhm.
By that time, maybe I'd put up a few ornaments, and that is it. I'm done for the day on that. And by that time, the first game is already kicked off. Dinner's probably a couple hours away, And when it is done, I carve it up and we sit down. We enjoy that dinner together between our immediate family. And, we clean up and we continue to just watch football. And to me, that's fire. That's good stuff. That's all I need.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do this time is we are gonna incorporate a movie. I think after the second, maybe before the second game, we're going to watch a movie, and it's something we've never done before. But we feel like it'll be beneficial for what happens on Friday. We're going to see Gladiator 2, and Tammy and Jacob have never seen part 1. So we're going to see Gladiator 1 tomorrow in our theater. And then we'll go tomorrow night to see the second one. And it'll be a good review for me because it's been a long time. So those are the exact plans for tomorrow. And maybe do a little shopping online too.
Nice.
Oh, you know what I'll do too? I will FaceTime my mom and spend a little time with her too.
Good. My mom is up in New York, visiting family up there. So she will be there through her birthday, which is the 2nd. So she'll be hanging out up there. So I'll definitely call her and my dad, who also he lives in New York. I know we'll talk to Catherine's parents, and should be a good family time for sure. So thank you to those of you watching watching live, because I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now. You could be watching Wicked. You could be watching Moana 2. You could be at the store shopping for food tomorrow. So I appreciate all of you tuning in with us tonight and joining the show. As we talked about, this is Viewer Week. We want to talk about how thankful we are for some of our favorite things, but also how thankful we are for all of you, because without all of you, this would not be a show. Corey and I could literally just have a Zoom meeting and just talk to or FaceTime each other for 2 hours
And post it. Right.
And then post it. Be like, why are these two jerks talking to each other? Anyway,
we're still jerks. We're just live.
Right. We're just live.
We're live jerks.
So yes, thank you to all of you. Is that a Stitch shirt? And have I seen that before?
I don't know if I think I've worn this on the show.
Okay.
It's from Disney Parks.
Okay.
I think that this was the shirt that I identified in the store when it was new. And I may have paused on buying it at first because Catherine said she could make me one. And I think she did for that one. And then I ended up buying this one.
Okay.
I think that's the story behind this shirt. So what about your shirt? I see some leaves. I see a barn, maybe.
It looks like the background of the
It
shirt.
does.
Leaves.
Your camouflage. I lose you now and then. I see some turkey feathers.
All right.
You're gonna have to stand up for this one. I'll do the play-by-play.
Oh no, sir. I will not have to stand up for this one. Catherine, this is for you. Bam! Can you get more?
You're such a turkey. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful.
You enough angles of the shirt.
That shirt screams. That shirt screams.
So there it is. You even got the side view there. Yes.
Thank you, Michelle. She says she loves the shirt.
Back. Oh, the barn's on the back too. And the turkey. There you go. He's old.
Oh, Catherine said she was going to make me one, but then it was someone bought this for me. I'm sorry for forgetting. Okay.
So there you go.
Love it. Nothing more appropriate than that.
I don't know. More appropriate or less appropriate than the Christmas blazer from Jollywood Night.
Ooh, what do we like more? Your Christmas blazer that you wore at Jollywood in 2023, or that shirt? I don't know. God, I hate tough questions.
Sharon says Thanksgiving on a shirt. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much.
She said, "OMG, it's horrible," and that's what makes it great.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know where I got it, but Catherine's probably already closed my account to whatever store I bought this at. So we do have a little bit of news that we'll hit on, and then we will, and then we'll start up the Zoom, and everybody can that wants to join the Zoom can join the Zoom. You guys will all be in a Zoom room talking together while you're watching the show. I'll put the link into the chat, and that's how you'll be able to join. So let's go to the news. So, as I said earlier, Moana 2 is in theaters. We haven't talked about whether we're going to see that. Catherine, let me know if when you think we're going to see that. Maybe we'll go Saturday evening. How about that?
I think that no, no, you haven't put in for that for sure.
Yeah,
And,
we'll see.
we can't let that happen.
Yeah, maybe we'll do Sunday. Or Sunday is our not. I was going to say Sunday is our Christmas pictures. No, I think that's next Sunday. So we'll see. Maybe Sunday. How about you guys? Are you planning on seeing it?
Jacob and I talked about this, so I think I'm 99% sure the answer is yes. I saw the trailer, and as you know, and anyone that's listened to us for any amount of time, passionate about movies, love movies, love everything about it, love production, I love everything to the core, and how things are made, everything. So with this, I feel like I'm really good at assessing a trailer and going from there. When I pick a movie, and the reason why I'll never really rate a movie most times lower than a 60%, which we only did that twice last year in 40 something movies. I'm good at figuring out what we will like as a family and what I will like. So my early assessment, okay, let's back it up. I thought Wicked would be a 93% approval for me, and it was. So that's the latest pre-thoughts that worked out 100%. Moana, I think I haven't thought about a rating on it, but watching the trailer, I thought that it looked good. I think it warrants seeing it. Jacob has heard bad reviews early so far on it, and then I said, "Ooh, well, maybe we should hold off." And he said, "Well," he said, "I'm still willing to see it. I think it could be, still good enough." Here's the thing about Moana 2. This was intended originally to be a mini series on Disney Plus. And he said some people can kind of see where the episodes would begin and end, and they had a problem with that.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, knowing that, I mean, we'll just go in, we'll watch it. So long answer, I believe that we have room for that a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
I think or the week after. So we might be slightly delayed in seeing it. But it is on the list to see. So we will see it. I think going in off the top of my head, I could adjust my thoughts. I'm going to give it a 68. So hopefully it'll exceed my. You know what really caught me is the humor of that Disney would actually put darts in Moana's back and have her fall on her face. I think that was really funny, like to do that to a princess, a Disney female icon. I think that's good, and to me that speaks to maybe they'll go to other lengths to make it entertaining and fun. So, yeah, I got no inclination to go see Wish, and I told Jacob yesterday, I said I'll never see it. I know you saw it. It just didn't appeal to me, and it didn't take well with the masses. So if I take all that together, I feel like I'll probably never see that one. But I think Moana looks good enough to check out. I like the first one, and we're gonna watch the first one before we go because Tammy didn't see it. So we'll watch it, and it might inspire us even more and get us excited to see it. So that's my Moana take.
Cool. So you can see some of the collectibles that are available at the movie theaters. So Regal has theirs, and then AMC has a collection on their own. So if you want the whole thing, you got to go see some at Regal and then go watch one at AMC. Yeah, I don't know if Catherine said, will this be our Christmas Day movie? Because we always watch a movie on Christmas Day. I don't know.
Will it last?
There's quite a few. You've got Wicked. You've got this. There's some movies out there. So I don't know that we will wait that long to see that. We'll see.
My word of advice is the question. I think it will, but you might have limited showtimes. I think Moana will last to Christmas. You think it'll last? I think it'll last to
Yeah, cool.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 4 weeks. I think it'll last because literally, like I do with a lot of things, I'm a movie nerd, and I will map out the next 6 months of movies on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So we can strategize because what we do is take Moana, for instance. It's pushed back because coming next week or whatever, I think there's something else, but I'm confident it'll be there in 3 weeks. So we will push it because there's other things that we need to see, or I might look at something and say, ooh, that's going to go soon, so we need to see that. I like to know that I have a movie every week to see. So I feel like planning it ahead of time helps with that, to kind of juggle things sometimes.
Okay. All right, so moving on. Lightning Lane Premiere Pass is sold out for Magic Kingdom this entire week. And I want to say that the prices were about $379. I don't know because I can't pull it up because it's sold out. So it's just odd to me because this pass is only available right now for those guests that are staying on property and in a deluxe or DVC resort. So it is very limited right now, and it is sold out at $400 before they open it up to everyone that's staying on property. And then I guess at some point they may open it up to everybody who has a ticket or a pass. Someone posted in Facebook, you know what they say about a fool and his money? And I replied, I think the saying goes that Disney will find a way to separate those two items. I just can't get behind spending $400 on this pass. And it's probably because I'm an annual pass holder. It's probably because I'm on the DIZPod. It's probably because I've been with Corey in the parks and we work the parks really well. Now, there are plenty of people that this does benefit, right? If this is your once-in-a-lifetime trip and you want to make sure that you are in Magic and get 20, 25 rides in, yeah, this might be for you. So let me ask you this. You were in Hollywood last night, and it was slam busy.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Do you think that you would have benefited if you were a day guest, that you would have benefited from that pass in Hollywood Studios?
Unfortunately, yes. That would have been the way to go. It was so busy. I mean, you're talking 70 minutes for Alien Swirling Saucers when we started that stream. There's always, I'm going to make up a term, there's always an anchor ride that you can look to in each park to tell you how busy it is. Sure, you open the app. The first thing I do when I open the app for wait times, I don't care about what's happening up top. I scroll right to the bottom. Give me the very bottom of the list because it's chronological. It's going to tell me the longest waits. So I want to see what the longest waits are first. And if you're at Hollywood, I expect to see Rise. I expect to see Slinky Dog, that kind of thing. Maybe Mickey, maybe Tower at times. I expect to see those. And then I work my way up to see what the other options are at that point. But, I feel like Alien could be an anchor ride for Hollywood. And if it's even 40 minutes, you start to go, let me see what the rest of the rides, they live in a circle of life, don't they? Like that. one ride affects another. And when you look at Small World, if Small World is 50 minutes, what is Tron? What is Peter Pan across? What's the neighbor? What's the neighbor doing? 90 minutes, 85. So I think you have those anchor rides, and that was banging at 70 minutes. So yes, you unfortunately, if this is a once in a lifetime deal, Disney has forced your hand to do this if you don't want to miss the rides.
Yeah.
There was no way around it. You and I, we have the strategies. We know what to do. In all cases, this is one that you could not work around.
Yeah.
You couldn't work around it. It had to be with whatever it was. And for us as annual pass holders, in a way, it's okay, right? Jacob never comes out with me. He was with me. I said, "Is this okay with you? I'm really sorry that you're coming tonight, and you're not going to get to ride much." He goes, "Dad, I don't care. I just want to be with you." I'm like, "That's perfect." And it translates to the viewers as well for the live stream. I just wanted to share some Disney and hang out with them. And we did it. And I had legitimate fun last night. I mean, we walked around. Had some humor, had some laughs, interacted with the chat. We messed up a little bit. I don't know if we messed up, but we tried to go on Smuggler's Run because the time dropped. And we got halfway up there, and I was like, wait a minute. The line stopped a little sooner than I expected. I go, let's try Single Rider. That'll work. And we went down, and Single Rider wasn't even available.
Yeah.
So we just went for a walk, and I thought we had a lot of fun yesterday. So anyway, what's the solution to that? I hate to go this way because we all love Disney. It's why we're here. But when you talk business, this is just pure greed. That is too greedy. Disney knows they can do anything, and people are going to pay it. It's sad that some people may feel like they have to pay for that. And we work the parks. You and I know most cases. Yesterday was rare. It's Thanksgiving week. Millions of people are here. It's the number one destination in the country for Thanksgiving week is to come to Disney, come to Orlando. So that's an anomaly. Normally, you can work right around all of that. And so I don't think Premier Pass is really, even the people that come it's a once in a lifetime, if they just knew how to work the park and you're willing to come at rope drop and you're willing to put the rope up and turn the lights off, you can get everything done that you want to. You and I know that.
Yep. I think it was Tiffany Smith that asked what the average wait time was. Hey, Corey, do you want to know what the wait times are in Hollywood Studios right now?
Can I guess?
Nope, they're on screen.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. Why is it so different today on Thanksgiving Eve compared to yesterday? Because it's still Thanksgiving. All these people on property don't have a darn darn turkey to cook.
Yeah.
They don't have that. So they should be at the parks. So why does this look like a normal Wednesdays? For people who can't see it, Mickey and Minnie's 50 minutes, Falcon 30, Muppets 10, Rock and Roller Coaster 85, Slinky Dog Dash 60, pretty good. This is a normal Wednesday night.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume parties are affecting it, right? So if Jollywood was, because you were there Tuesday, if Jollywood was Monday, then that would have pushed everybody who wanted to be there Monday to Tuesday. So maybe that's why Tuesday was as busy as it was. Shannon is saying tonight is Jollywood's. Maybe. I thought I just pulled that up, though.
Spencer said, amen, Corey. Preach. I got to preach sometimes.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I can tell you that I knew that a premiere pass was coming because it was only a matter of time because Universal has been selling theirs forever. And so I figured that was coming. I still say that we're going to get a revamp of the annual passes, and they're going to tier them not only with blackout dates, but with promotions or discounts or parking is free for Incredipass, but not free for Pixie or something like that. And maybe the
Well, I mean, it's not like that already. It's not like that. I mean, does every pass have free parking?
Yeah. The only difference between all 4 levels is the blackout dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're the second tier, so I wouldn't think we'd be affected by much.
Yeah.
It's funny when they restructured the blockouts for our level, it actually got better, in my opinion. I feel like there was an additional blockout like Easter week, but we
Oh,
don't have that anymore. The only blockout we have is we have today through Saturday,
okay.
and then we have midweek before Christmas, and then we return on January 4th.
Got
So
it.
it's like a two-weeker. Is that 2-weeker or 2.5? So that's it. Other than that, and I go through it every year. You evaluate. Well, okay, how many times would I be in the park if I went up to Incredipass and I didn't want to be blocked, right?
Mhm.
It doesn't make sense to bump up because this week I just would have been in the park tonight and we would have did the pod yesterday, right? And then if you fast forward to Christmas, I would be in the park for 2 Wednesdays, so that's 2 visits. And I'm not going to leave the family to do Disney on my own in the park if I can help it. Have I done it before? Yes, but that's because circumstances didn't allow anybody else to go that day. So I
Mhm.
had to toe the line. But to just voluntarily do it, it's not something I want to do. So you're talking being in the park for like a couple more days for an extra $500.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't work for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Doesn't
a
compute.
friend who's a pass holder, and I asked what pass, 'cause she lives in Florida. I asked what pass she has, and she said Incredipass because she doesn't like blackouts. She didn't say it that way. She said, "I don't like being told what day I can go to the park or not." It's like, okay. And yet she rarely goes. So,
Oh, how
okay.
about that?
Okay. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, next on the list, D23. They've announced that D23 is returning to Disney World. It will actually be hosted in Coronado Springs and will double in size in 2025. Obviously, it's going to feature presentations from the Disney Archives, Disney Studios, sneak peeks, along with interactive and shopping experiences. I did give some thought to going to D23 last year or this year. So now that it is going to be in Disney World, there's a very strong possibility of going. So I'm definitely thinking about that.
Yeah, you and I talked about it, and I'd like to see what the cost might be. I mean, did you say something like it could be tiers, like certain levels of access based on what you pay?
Correct. Yeah. So like just to get into, and most conventions are like that. Like you have where you can get into early access, you can get into just the main presentation, you can get into all the smaller presentations. So there's a bunch of different things. I'm sure it's that way as well. I don't remember because I seriously briefly looked at going in 24. So, but I will put some serious
I
on.
Well, let's keep me abreast of all of this if I miss it.
Yep.
And when you go to the store and you look at a product you like, right? Like I looked at that C3PO head, and do you ever do this? Do you ever, and anyone in chat or anyone that wants to comment later on, do you ever look at something where it catches your eye, you want it, and you put a price in your head? Oh, that's probably going to be this amount. Like I looked at that C3PO head, I'm like, that's got to be $300, $400, but I love it. And when I heard it was $119, okay, I thought this was going to be way more, and I loved it at $400 in my head. So I think this time, I gotta say, right, minimal ticket for this is going to be $225 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would think so.
So I might pony up the money for this thing because it's not. I've never done it, so maybe it's worth me or love to have you two. Maybe it's something Jacob would love. I don't know, but I will look at the pricing
Okay.
because I think I'd be willing, without thinking about it, to put up $225 for something. But then again, you got to look at it and go, okay, how much am I getting for that? How much access am I getting for that much? So
Yeah.
something I'm tentatively in for, though. I think 50-50,
All right.
60-40, like Tammy's t-shirts.
43,48,7, whatever that amount was. Okay,
9.
so Disney announced the post Christmas party entertainment schedule. So Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade will run from the 21st through the 31st at 2 times, 12 and 3. The Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration, the stage show, will run on the 21st through the 29th for different times, with the last one being at 10:30. So that tells me that the parks are open till 11, I would guess. The month of December, essentially, right? At least 11. Maybe we get lucky and it's midnight. And Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks will run at 8 p.m. from the 21st through the 29th. So Catherine and I have already made our plans. When we looked at this, I talked to Neil about it yesterday. So the 29th, because we're flying in on the 28th. So the 29th, we are going to be at Magic so that we can see the parade, the fireworks, and the stage show. Because that'll really be the only day that we can see all of them. And maybe the LID to see it.
What's that? What would you say?
Maybe the LID family gets to see it.
I never have ever insisted or asked, but that one looks really good. That looks really good. So I wouldn't say no. That's for sure. If you wanted to share that with the LID family, this is amazing. So I wish that we were able to go to this ourselves. Tammy didn't go to the parade, the party this year, and this is a good way to take in the best parts of the party.
Absolutely.
What do you make of this? Like,
so I saw. We've seen. I'm trying to remember if we saw the fireworks. I know that we've seen the parade, and maybe it was only the parade. But we've seen it because we've been in Magic Kingdom on Christmas Day. So I know that we've seen the parade without going to a party. I know that we've done Space Mountain without going to a party with the Christmas overlay, and that's because we were there on Christmas Day. So it is very interesting that they are running it that long.
Is this the first time they've done it like this?
I don't remember. Folks in chat can tell me if this has happened. Like I said, I know the parade has run before. I've got pictures and video of the parade 2 years ago when we went for Christmas. So I know they've done the parade before, but I don't know about the fireworks and the stage show. But I'm certainly excited. Finley, just the other day, she asked, she's like, "Daddy, can we watch the parade?" And so we put on the parade that you and I were at. And we watched that. So I know that she's going to really love to see that. So the only thing I wonder if it is going to snow on Main Street because it's a daytime parade. I would assume they would still do that.
I've never seen snow in the daytime.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Interesting question. But I don't know. I just feel like they've never done this before. This many days in a row. That's great for guests. But like, what do you make of a lot of people pay for the party so that they can see these things, but then we give it away for free.
So, but you don't get the cookies, and you don't get the ornament. See, so that's worth $200 right there. No, I don't know.
You're right.
It seems like, Neil was saying in chat last night when we were watching Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, like it's just weird that, you know, the holidays aren't free. There's a cost to the holidays. So then I could see this as being a slap in the face to give them the most of the biggest parts of the party for free during the actual holiday. This is 10 days where you're going to be able to see the parade twice. So I don't know.
That's a killer. That's a killer for me as an annual pass holder. Man, that affects me. I keep thinking about a moment, going back to the Premier Pass where I have a friend in Disney who is not on the lower levels. She's in the more mid levels. She's had a lot of influence in things that have happened in the parks. And I said to her, I'm like, when fast passes were like rumored to go away, like, or is this going to happen? Like, how can you do this? How can you charge us for something that's been free? She's like, honey, we've been doing this overseas for a long time, so it's coming. I was like, okay.
It's funny you say that, doing something overseas. Overseas, they are checking ID. So, say for your party, they not only do you scan into the park, but they check your ID as well, your photo ID.
How does that make sense? If do they do fingerprint?
So I don't know if they do fingerprint, but they're checking because what has been happening is people are selling the tickets, right? They're reselling parade
for higher prices,
Christmas party tickets for higher prices online and all that stuff. And then people are like, yeah, but they're non-transferable. Well, there is technically a way to do that. So that's why now they're checking ID to make sure.
Oh, buyer beware.
Yep.
Those people that buy things just to resell them for more money should be boiled in their own pudding.
So we're going to see if that comes this way. There were just grumblings about it recently, so it's
I don't care. So what? If you have to pull your ID, whatever. Yeah. But it's too bad. We all have to pay for those who don't do things the right way.
Yep. Yeah, Shannon, there are some parks that you cannot stream at, cannot live stream. Okay, so what is next? Disney Vacation Club announced that Disney Lakeshore Lodge will open in 2027, where Reflections was going to be. So this is over in kind of the River Country, the old River Country area. Renderings look, I didn't even see any difference. It's probably the same rendering as when it was Reflections. So we haven't even opened the Poly
Tower. Yep.
Yeah. And now we've announced
that opens in January.
Lakeshore Lodge. So lots of DVC, lots of new DVC coming.
Right. That's good. Give DVC owners more options. You have the land. I don't care if they put up 10 more of those in the next decade.
Yeah.
River
Country's been sitting there abandoned for well over a decade. Like, it's time.
We will be giving a full tour of the Poly Tower in January as well.
Woo! Very nice.
Yes, sir.
So, Muppets Mayhem replaces Aerosmith at Rock and Roller Coaster.
Look how similar those posters are.
Yeah. So, this is news that we had heard rumors of, I don't even know how long ago, at least a year, if not longer. And we wondered if this was going to happen. Nothing was announced at D23, so I just let it go by the side. And then all of a sudden, bam, they hit us with this one. And yes, they essentially remade the poster. So that's number one, is that the poster is very similar in style to the Aerosmith poster. Number 2, you watched Muppet Mayhem, right? On D23, that series?
I yes and no. I didn't finish it, and I want to finish it. I just didn't get around to finishing it, but I think I made it up through maybe 3 episodes at least. I love the Muppets, so I didn't mind it. Was it great? No, but it wasn't bad. It
Yeah,
wasn't bad in my opinion.
yeah.
I think I might be in the minority. I don't know what everybody thinks. You can comment in chat or comment later on. What do you think? How good of a job do you think Disney has done with their Muppet product? I'm talking about this show. I'm talking about the movies. I thought Jim Henson would be proud of. They didn't do well in the box office, I don't think, but I think Jim Henson would have been proud with the 2 Muppet movies that Disney's put out, and I thought they did a great job with the Haunted Mansion. I think Disney, if you own this product, you need to do more of it.
Yep.
We don't even have a store in Hollywood anymore.
No, I know. So what I think my worry was when I first heard this announcement, you were the one actually that announced it to me. And my worry was that Kermit was not going to be involved because Kermit is not in the Muppet Mayhem show. However, he is on this poster. So I do feel confident that he's going to be involved in the ride in some way. So
He has to be. He has to be.
but
Yeah.
the show
Do
he
you think
wasn't.
do you think the pre-show, do you think this will mirror what they did, or it'll be a whole new experience? Could Kermit be the manager? I don't know,
Could,
offering the ride.
yep, could be. That was the first thing I thought, is that he's going to play the manager. And then it's going to be them. But they also announced it's going to be different bands. So it's not going to be their music. It's them with other acts. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. No close date and no open date obviously have been announced. So we will see at what point this happens. It's just really weird that this ride just went through like a year refurbishment, and now it's going to go through however long it takes to reskin the ride. So we'll see how long that takes. Hopefully not long.
Yeah, maybe there's no changes to the track and all that stuff, and I
Right.
think you said it right there, reskin. There no need to change much on that, right? They'll probably just reskin that, retheme the walls. This
Mm-hmm.
could be, I'm sure, I don't think there's a date for this, right? But it could be a quick turnaround for this.
Could be. That's what.
Could be. I bet it's less than a year.
Yeah, I would think so. Certainly hope so. Other Muppet news. Theo Sam Eagle's not here, so we can talk about this.
Ah,
Here is your new layout of the current and soon to be former Muppet Courtyard. I was hoping if Monsters Land was going somewhere, it was going to Star Wars Launch Bay. I just don't get much use out of that personally. So figured it might be going back there. Or maybe the backstage area over by Rock and Roller Coaster before this announcement was made. But now we've learned that Muppets 3D will be going away. Although the announcement does say that they will be bringing it back in some form. So that leaves the doors open for a lot of different things. Here's my guess. Could be totally wrong. What do I know? The villain show that is replacing Racing Academy is next to Rock and Roller Coaster, which is now going to be Muppet Mayhem. Could Muppets 3D fit in where Lightning McQueen Racing Academy was? Maybe.
without question, it could fit. And then when you said that to me, I'm like, Lawrence, that's genius. And then I took that and said, okay, I don't know how much land we have over there, but all of a sudden we could expand on a Muppet area again
Mm-hmm.
and come up with some new ideas, right?
Yep. So
Um,
we'll see. Oh, was somebody else with me? I think Grandma Grover. Somebody said it. Oh, yeah.
uh,
I wish they would have put
oh,
Muppets where little kids could still enjoy them. Yeah, that little area right there would work out perfectly. And Gilnack says it should go in the Lightning McQueen area. Yep, hopefully.
yeah.
And so you can see on the screen there, Pizza Rizzo, where it currently is next to Mama Melrose. That was another one that I'm like, they can't get rid of Mama Melrose. That's one of their most popular restaurants. It's going away. So go get.
Yeah, so now you can't get Italian in Hollywood. I like Mama Melrose's. You know what? We need to go there soon
Yeah,
before it
absolutely.
goes away.
Yep. And obviously the Monsters Inc. coaster way in the back there. So that will take some backstage area because an indoor coaster is certainly going to be a big building. So they will certainly take some backstage area back there. But Muppet Vision will be turning into a whole new theater show. And Catherine said, could they move Laugh Floor over there? And then Laugh Floor, and I'm sorry, Corey, but Buzz Lightyear. What
Oh,
if you got rid of both of those? And then you finally did something with Stitch's Great Escape, and that's an announcement of a new Tomorrowland.
yeah, that's going to be D23 2025. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 25, sir. I don't think you're going to hear that for a while, but I'm hoping that we do hear that. That's
Okay, it'll be blue sky. It's going to be
it,
a blue sky year next year.
there you go, blue sky. That's right. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Corey would be so heartbroken if they got rid of Buzz Lightyear.
But how would Tammy and I ever laugh again together?
What if they replace Buzz Lightyear with a Minions version?
Listen, I hate hard questions. We've talked about this before. If you compare Buzz Lightyear to Universal's what I call version of Buzz Lightyear, with the I'm going blank on the name of that one, that shooter. Villain Con with Villain Con.
Mm-hmm.
They're very different, but they're shooters. I would rather play Villain Con than Buzz, I think. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, Buzz, the Buzz character, I love Buzz. I just think it's a terrible ride. I got to be honest with everybody. Buzz is terrible.
I've done Villain Con once with Corey and Jacob. Did Tammy not do it? She must have been off with Jillian.
Oh, what, Villain Con? You did Villain Con with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That day that I went and Catherine stayed at the resort. So I did it once. I believe it's more fun than Buzz Lightyear to me because Buzz, I can't even figure out where I'm shooting. The laser, I don't know. Maybe I need to wear my glasses. I have no idea.
That's my problem too. You don't know whose red dot is whose.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just put a bunch of red dots on the wall.
Yeah.
And let everybody fend for themselves.
That's why
some people do Galactic Hero though.
So yeah, I don't know how they do that. All right. So that's all that we had for news. So yeah, some pretty big announcements out of the news department there. Thank you to Dr. Disney for providing all of that. We'll certainly keep you up to date. We also will do some little news segments when I do the pre-show for the live streams on Saturdays and Wednesdays. So we'll keep you up to date on all of that. You know that we are a teaching channel and like to help edutain you as much as we can. So this week really was viewer week. We want to make it about as thankful as we are for all of you, as grateful as we are for all of you that watch week in and week out, those that drop in when they can, those that are watching for the first time. Thank you all. Certainly ask you to like the live stream here if you're enjoying it. Certainly share and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Corey is live from the parks twice a week, and we do this live podcast, and we have a great time. So it's viewer week. We're very thankful for all of you, and I know that one person that would be joining the Zoom tonight, if he were here, would be Andy. Those of you that have been with Living in Diz for a long time, as long as I have been, because I think Andy came on the scene right around the same time as I did. Excuse me. You know that Andy was there every live stream. I think I saw Andy jump in when Corey was doing a test live stream. He was very dedicated to Living in Diz. He's very, very dedicated to Corey and his family, very dedicated to the Disney YouTube community. I don't know how many of you know, but he used to host a podcast, an audio podcast. He was also a DJ. He used to play music on TikTok. So he had enough followers, Corey, to be live on TikTok.
Way more than us.
Yeah. And we know that he lost his beloved Sammy. And we were all there for him as much as we could be. And, you know, Corey did a great live stream and gave her a few minutes then when that happened. And on September 5th, we lost Andy. We had been trying, we noticed right away when he wasn't in the live streams. And so we started reaching out. One reason that we noticed is that he used to send a lot of us daily voicemails or voice memos, I guess you'd call them, on Instagram. So he'd send them to Corey, he'd send them to me, send them to Neil. I think Sharon says that they would share back and forth. And so it was very weird when Andy wasn't around. And like Corey said the other night at Disney Springs, when you guys are not there, Corey realizes it. And he started to realize it. And I had a friend who's very good. I always call her my private investigator. Very good at finding, finding information. And she started to do some digging for me and said that we think we know what the outcome's going to be. And then Tammy was able to find that out, but we didn't find out until, was that a week or week and a half ago?
2 Saturdays ago, maybe?
Yeah.
So a week and a half ago, Tammy did some digging, connected on Facebook with the right people, and they were able to confirm that while we were live.
But Andy lived in the UK, and he would be on this live stream, and he'd be on this Zoom right now if he could. And what would that make it? About 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock his time?
Yeah, they're about 5 hours ahead usually. So.
Yeah. And he was there. He was there. He wasn't missing a show. And so I just wanted to take a few minutes and say how thankful I am for his friendship. And I know that we did not get enough time with Andy. He was looking forward to coming to Disney World and meeting Corey and the family and hanging out. And I told him, as soon as you buy that ticket, you let me know, because I will plan my trip around that.
You did say that. You did say that in the Zoom call.
Yeah. So Corey, did you want to say anything about Andy?
You know, I think you really said it all, but I'll add, I'll never forget what he used to talk about on the Zoom call sometimes, and you all could hear him in the Zoom call, and you could read his messages in chat, how passionate he was about our family. It didn't take him long. He's got to be the person that subscribed to or bought a membership the fastest I've ever seen. He blew me away. It was May 4th. I think I was grabbing a Ronto wrap or whatever, and breakfast Ronto wrap, and saw a new name come in, and I knew it was Andy's name. And he chatted. He might have said a couple things, and then boom, he turned green. I was like, whoa, okay, who is this? Thanked him as I usually do, and he stayed on the entire time. And that's a story that he likes to tell a lot during Zoom calls and things like that. He's like, I heard Corey and he started talking Disney, and I just knew I had to be a part of this. And he'd always talk about how much he loved all of us. And it was an honor to have him as part of our LID family. And I would say that I probably gave him the longest good night, usually, out of anybody. Y'all remember this? I'd say, Andy, I want to thank you for all of your time. I know it is so late out there, and I'm so appreciative of your dedication. And sleep well, my friend. So you know what? Sleep well, my friend. You are out there with Sammy, with your wife now, and you just might be there over my shoulder from time to time when we're walking around and we're going on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, or Slinky Dog. He said he would move side to side and do the moves to Slinky Dog when we were on it, which I love. So that's our Andy, and gone way too soon.
Yeah, way too soon. So I want to play a little tribute to Andy, and then we will take a quick commercial break and then come right back.
Wow, what can I say? Thank you for the lovely surprise. Now I was playing my music, and then I see you pop up. So nice that you popped in this morning. Well, it's afternoon now, it was midday, I think, and then it was early morning before you took Finley to school. And done time fly. It's 20 to 7 in the evening in the UK. My tea's in the oven. I thought I'd leave you a message before I have my tea. So thank you for the lovely surprise. It's always nice to see you pop in when I'm playing my music. So so you have a lovely day. Give my love to the family, and I'll catch you tomorrow night. Like I said, that I'll be in tomorrow. I will be. So I'll catch you in the podcast tomorrow night, my friend. Bye for now.
When she loved me.
Looking for a home that offers the perfect blend of luxury, comfort, and convenience with Disney World in your backyard? Victor Naraki, a licensed realtor with Vision Home Real Estate, is here to help you find the home of your dreams. With over 13 years of experience in the Disney area home market and a proven track record of success, Victor is the perfect partner to guide you through every step of the home buying process. So why wait? Visit Celebrating Florida to learn more about Victor's exclusive range of properties and schedule a viewing with Victor. Your dream home is just a click away.
Move your head and let me see. Come on. Oh, this is the thing.
What thing?
It's the thing.
It's time. I'll tell you a story.
A story. So glad I brought some crickets.
Rafiki, keep going.
The story about a prince who would come to be known as Scar and an orphan named Mufasa. Two brothers who set off on a dangerous journey to find a new home and a new family.
Why are you following us?
I was hoping to find my pride.
My name is Mufasa.
I'm Sarabi.
My name is Taka. He's going to start a new kingdom. Come with us. You don't have anyone.
She does indeed have someone.
That's Zazu, my scout. Don't eat him.
You heard her. Do not eat me. places to go, kingdoms to see.
Finally, food. If you take my life, you will never find where you are going.
Parker, do not eat him.
Wonderful. Another we're not supposed to eat.
You expect us to follow this hallucinating baboon? No offense.
Outsiders! This is not a drill!
There will be one Lion King.
We have to carry on. We owe that to each other.
We're trapped! What do we do?
Get ready to run!
I never signed up for this!
We have come to rule without mercy.
This was a bad idea!
I will not bend to evil. We must fight together.
We are nearing destiny, Mufasa. And so, the earth must shake.
Stand down! I am highly trained and occasionally effective. We go together!
We are back.
We are.
Yeah, so that is Mufasa coming out in December. So that's why I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if Moana's going to be our Christmas Day movie because it might be Mufasa.
I was watching that final trailer and I'm kind of thinking, I think I want to see that a little bit more than I would want to see Moana 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seems to have some good humor in it.
Yeah.
And of course, Jacob and I get really technical. So there's moments where the CGI he goes, some of this looks like they wanted to cut the budget on that scene, but others look really realistic. So overall, I think they did a good job with the CGI too.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't realize the color difference in the two brothers though.
Oh, what about them?
That they're very different in color, like almost a white lion. For
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
So let's talk about it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, so we can talk about what we're thankful for. Obviously, my family, especially Catherine, because she supports me in all my crazy ideas, my crazy shirt buying, and really has been right there supporting me. This year, as much as I've taken on, has just been absolutely crazy with work and the show, and now hosting the pre-shows. There's just so much going on, and she's been right there. And Catherine, so I love you and thank you for putting up with me. Finley's doing great. My family up there, all of my mom, my dad, obviously, and all my siblings, because there are a lot of them, and Jay, and my friendship with Corey and Jacob and Jillian and Tammy, Neil and Alyssa, and this entire LID family. It really is an outlet for me, and gives me a lot of Disney fulfillment when I can't be in the parks because I live 500 miles away from the park. So I appreciate every one of you, and everything you do for us and everything that you add to our podcast and to the live streams for sure.
So give me something now that has nothing to do with any of that. What else? Something, what else are you thankful for? Are you thankful for the Mets? Give me something else. We always talk about all the obvious stuff, which we should be thankful for, number one. And that was beautifully said. Give me something else.
So I'm thankful for the NCDOT, our Department of Transportation, for opening I-540, because that cuts down about 20 minutes out of my commute to some of my neighborhoods. So thanks.
There you go. Again, mirroring what you said, I am so thankful for my family. I am so thankful for a supportive mother. My mom is as amazing as a mom should be. She would still go to bat for me. My mom was the type, like, if I told her kid was picking on me in the neighborhood or something, "Where's that kid? Where is it? Where's that kid?" She would my mom would just go to bat for her kids. And it doesn't matter how old you get, you still want I've got an amazing family right under this roof. Obviously, Tammy gets to hear and know everything, but there's something special about if something bad or if something great happened in your day. Don't you feel like that? Like it's so important that your mom knows.
Mhm.
You want to thank mom. Your
Yep.
mom needs to know.
Yep.
So that's really important to me. Um, I have siblings that I'm grateful for. Um, and just right here, I have amazing kids. I'm so proud of them. They're so smart. They're so intelligent. I don't know where they got that from, but they're they're just amazing kids in their own ways, and I wish them nothing but success in their entire lives. And I would lay on the sword for those kids
Mhm.
in a second. In a second, I'm so passionate about my immediate family. I'm so passionate about this channel. This channel was just something we started just to share Disney with people. You know, um, for whatever reasons you started, those are your personal reasons, to start a YouTube channel of any kind or anything like that. We didn't start it to try to be popular or famous or make money or none of that. We just wanted to share Disney with people because no one was reading my articles online. So let's take the video. Let's try this. And it's just been a level of it's my true dedication to all of you, and we wouldn't keep doing this if you all weren't there. And does the channel grow as much as it deserves all the time? No, but we have our core group, and no matter what happens, you are all going to be there every time, and you inspire me to continue to do it. It takes one person in the park to say, or in chat to say, I love what you do. This is what this means to me. Okay. Okay. Now this validates the hard hours, the long hours. You all hear Tammy about the long, hard hours put in by me, but also by that guy right there who I'm so thankful for. I love you more than a friend. And I think that I think of Catherine too. Even though she's not, she stopped production on our shirts. I love her too. And I love your family. And I thank her for allowing you to do what you do, because it's to the point where you do as much behind the scenes as I do, I think. And that doesn't go unnoticed at all. And you can take any day off you want. I joke with you, but you can take any day off you want.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah. And lastly, I'll say that the I have a hard time saying this because there's so many important women in my life, right? But I can't call Tammy. Can I call Tammy? I can't call Tammy the most important woman in my life. I guess I can't because there's Jillian and there's my mom. I feel like there's different levels. So
Mhm.
she is without a doubt one of the most one of the most famous. She is one of the most. She's just. I just love her so much. She's amazing. I can't ask for more. I was truly blessed when she came into my life, and the universe definitely brought us together because there's so many things that could have pulled us apart, and it just kept sticking us together like magnets. It was meant to be.
Mhm.
And she's amazing. She does everything, and when people hear I haven't cleaned the house in 25 years, it's not because I'm lazy or I don't want to. I was told not to. Has to be done her way. The laundry has to be done her way. The house, this is a quote from the very beginning. The house is the indoors is hers, the outdoor is mine. And that's the way it was understood. That's the way we do it. Um, she is just more than the modern wife, um, the modern mother. She bakes, she cooks, she pays the bills, she does, there's so many times. She did it tonight. She came home, she thought she was done, but she forgot something, that she was supposed to get from me. She'll go back out and do it again and go out again, go out again. She does so much. I was out live streaming last night, and she's sending me, we already have pies. She's making a turkey. She's doing all that. She's baking 42 cookies. And she's making s'mores, Rice Krispie treats, just like they do on Main Street. So she is amazing. She's my best friend. And I said this a lot today to different people, but, she just gets more beautiful in my eyes. She was sleeping when I left. I stayed at her for about 40 seconds today, and truly deep down say she's just the most beautiful thing to me, and I'm as giddy as a schoolboy when I'm around her, and when we spend time together. She couldn't be a bester friend than she is, and a wife and all that stuff. So I'm just amazed that after knowing each other from 15 years old to now, that I'm more energetic about our relationship than ever. So I feel like I'm very lucky and very blessed and thankful for all of that. And I know I talk a lot, so there you go.
All good. All good. I love it. I love it. So those of you in the Zoom room, if you will just put in chat if you want to join the show, and then we will start pulling some of you into the show. You'll be a part of the show. So yeah, it's. I hope that we can be a little more thankful, not just on the fourth Thursday of November, and not just on the 25th of December, or through those two time frames. Let's start to try to be a little more thankful for everything that we have every day of the year, because there are some people that I'll tell you what Neil said the other day on the Zoom call when we talked about Andy. He said that it's not fair. It's not fair because there's so many evil people that still get to be around, and Andy isn't. And so let's be thankful for the time that we have with the good people that are here when they're here. And let's start to share that a little bit more,
Catherine wants to know a random thing that I'm thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good one because we are all thankful pretty much for the things you and I talked about. So the things I'm thankful for, well, I already mentioned the channel in Disney, so I won't even go there. I'm thankful for fantasy football. I love fantasy football. I'm so passionate about it. And what season-long fantasy football does for me is it reunites me with friends that I can tell you probably would have maybe never talked to them again. But every summer we get together. We talk trades all year. I mean, all season. We do all that. And I just love sitting there and watching game after game. So I'm really passionate about that. I'm thankful that fantasy football exists. I'll go with that one. Thankful for that.
I like that.
Yes. I would love to do baseball too, but they got to do it differently. It's too long. Baseball is too long. As much as I love it, they've got to cut the season down, and I wish I think they could make fantasy baseball better. So I would love to play that too, but it's just too long.
Yeah, it's a long season. 16 versus 162. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games.
Yeah. Not to go off on a tangent, but I'll say quickly because I said that. I don't know if you agree because I know you're a baseball fan too. I feel like if it starts in April, right? April, May, June, July. We'll give them July, or even just a little bit into August. And I think the playoffs should start and be done by the end of August. I think it should just be done. And I think you might get more fans, but that's not going to bring in more money. So that'll never work.
Yeah, that's what I was
never
going
work.
You're cutting a lot of income out there, especially when you got players making $700 million. That's a lot.
Yeah, and the Dodgers just signed another one. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and they're in the running for Soto. You and me, we're waiting for the Soto announcement. Red Sox and Mets made him an offer. So did the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers overpaid for Snell, but that's a different podcast. So
Yeah.
all right. So it is viewer week. This is the first time that we are doing this, so we're going to test it, and hopefully this works well. And if it doesn't, it's Corey's fault. So
I broke it.
So we're gonna bring in our first guest, our first viewer guest ever.
We get to meet new people.
We get to meet new people.
And this is cool because I don't know who's coming in.
I don't even know where I'm bringing them in. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got it.
All right. They come. Dina says, I often do break things. I cannot escape that.
All right. Let's see. This is a big test.
Ann Gilnack is thankful for Walt. We always say goodnight to Walt. Sometimes I do a long diatribe about it, and sometimes we just pat him on the head and say, good job, pal.
All right, our first guest is Melissa Winters. Welcome.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
How
you doing?
I'm
You got a
doing
great forehead there. We'd love to see the rest of you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The rest of that face.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
So,
how's everything with you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Doing okay.
Good. I was going to ask, so how long have you been watching Living in Diz, if you can remember?
Let's say about 3-4 years.
Okay. All right. Longer than me. And what got you watching Living in Diz?
I started watching during COVID because I couldn't get there.
I bet the story is very similar to a lot of your story.
Yes,
so how often
for
have
sure.
you gone before COVID?
I usually go once a year.
Okay. Go ahead, Corey. You have questions?
No, I got to meet Melissa in the park. I
Oh.
met her right in front of the Woody statue. I guess you call it the Woody statue in Hollywood Studios. So yeah, Melissa's been with us for quite some time. Again, she's another one, right? It's not a stream unless you're in there, and she's so dedicated. She's always there and
That's our
participating.
family.
Yes, yeah.
He helped me through the loss of my brother
Oh,
3 years ago in December coming up.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's some people will ask, well, why, do it? It's the same rides all the time. Every now and then we get a new ride or new experience or something like that. But for the most part, the 4 parks don't really change. But that's what it is. It's the experience. It's these folks that got together in a Zoom room right now. It's all of you in chat right now that make the difference, and very, very supportive through good times and through bad. So I'm glad to hear that they were able to help you through that, Melissa.
Thank you so much.
So what's your favorite park?
My favorite park is the Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Do you have a favorite ride?
Haunted Mansion.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a
great one.
I love it when Corey sings Scream Ghosts.
Yes. It's fun.
You love it when he sings the right lyrics or the wrong lyrics?
It doesn't matter as long as it's Corey.
Perfect answer. That's a perfect answer.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I would like to thank you both and your families for being a godsend to me. Every stream was just enjoyable.
That's awesome.
You're very welcome. It's why we do it. That's awesome. We look forward to seeing you in chat as we do each and every time. So
thank you guys for the opportunity to come on tonight.
All right.
You're welcome.
Get it. Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Very cool. I'm going to bring in our next guest.
The next mystery guest. How many people do we have in waiting?
They're in the Zoom. Two have raised their hand that they. Three have raised their hand that they wanted to be in. So, here is number 2 coming to us from Long Island.
Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to guess who that could be.
Come on.
Come out, wherever you are.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think. Who watches us from Long Island? I don't know. I was going to say Benjamin Burton, but he's not in chat tonight. Oh, he's in chat. I feel like Benjamin's from there. But
there she is.
Look who it is. What's up? Oh, we can't hear you. It's a typical Zoom thing, you know? Unmute.
Muting. I was listening to everyone. Oh my gosh. I'm dropping you now. I'm so excited. I've dropped you on the floor. There we go.
Are you at work? Okay. Home?
No, I'm always at work.
That's what I thought, but it's so festive.
Yes. So, because usually the day after Thanksgiving, I put up all my Christmas decorations. But since I'm not coming to work on Friday, I'm like, let's put them up today. But to be honest, if I'm telling you the truth, my office is always very, very festive. Like I had to take down Thanksgiving decorations just to put up Christmas decorations.
Wow.
Yes. There's like LED lights. They change with the seasons, right? So right now they're red and green. But if you had contacted me like 2 hours ago, they would have been orange and yellow.
Oh, that's awesome. You just reminded me that my lights are plain. I just have plain lights. What's going on there?
I'm shocked at you.
I don't plain anything.
I'm shocked. This is Disney Dina, everyone, that you see in chat. And you met me and Neil for the first time in the Haunted Mansion queue.
I did, in the Haunted Mansion queue. I actually pulled up on my screen because I didn't know if you were going to call on me. I don't even know how to flip this camera. My kids would know. Oh, there we go. Our little picture.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. Look at that, everybody. That's the way it looks when I'm singing Grim Grinning Ghost, gimbal in my hand.
Yes. Oh, we were
cruising in
singing
that doom buggy.
We had a duet going.
That's awesome. So you've been at Disney multiple times since you've been watching us. How long have you been watching us? Tell everybody.
So I, very similarly, same story, started watching during COVID because that's the only way that we could get that connection to the magic that we all need. Right. We were all home. We were all, I mean, I was at work, but, you know, isolated. Everybody was not able to get there. And I'm sure everybody in chat feels the exact same way. We needed some sort of connection, something to ground us and something to bring us back to the magic. So talk about being thankful. I mean, that is the biggest thanks that any of us could possibly give to your channel, for being there for us and being able to, for us to be able to experience that magic, something that, if we're being honest, we were all of us were lacking in our lives at that time. So that's when I started watching. Yeah, I was isolated. I was working in a command center underground, and I had my little earbuds in and my little phone in front of my computer screen, kind of like it is now. And that's when I started watching.
You know, every Christmas, really, not to put any pressure on you, but I would say 2 Christmases in a row now, she writes the most amazing letters to me, handwritten, everybody, right? Some of those were handwritten, weren't they?
So what I do is I have to handwrite some of the stuff, but then I also have to include pictures in the letter. Then I also have to send you a card, of course, with pictures of my kids, my Christmas card every year. Because, you know, I take my kids to Disney every year, and then the Christmas card every year is like a montage of pictures from that year. So the card with the pictures and if I were to handwrite those letters, because we're talking like 11-point font, single space, the letters that I send you. If I were to handwrite it, they would be like 18 pages. I would have to send you an envelope this thick. They'd be so big.
Can you sign for this?
Yeah, exactly. That's how big the package would be if I had to handwrite the letter. So but I have a lot to say, as we all do, because it's just what you guys have here is just such a big part of all of our lives that I have a lot to say. I'm never at a loss for words.
Yeah. This is just something that, we just started, like I said, to share some Disney. And I've told the kids for multiple years now, this is bigger than us. This is way bigger than us.
Yes.
It's our responsibility to continue to carry this out because there are so many people counting on us. There's no turning back.
That's it.
But Dean is amazing. Dean is amazing. I don't know if anybody knows how it went okay, so Dina is the one, and the only reason why I show the stinky foot pirate when we are exiting Pirates of the Caribbean, because it was important to her. And so when we wrote it together, it was my idea. I looked at her, I said, we have to hold hands for this. We have to do this. She's like, okay. So we did, and we did that together, and I think we created a really special moment together. I know how important it is to you. And I'll say this, we'll make a tease. If you want to know the entire story behind Dina, she will be in the film releasing in the winter. You made the cut, sister. And you're in it. Your story is amazing. So if you want to learn more about that with Dina, you're going to have to watch. So you're going to be on the big screen at some point in select theaters.
Lots of filters.
Hopefully it makes it up there to a New York Film Festival.
Yeah.
So if it does, it'll be easier for you to see it.
Party. Yay.
Yes. So, yep. I love you.
Oh, love. And all of us, we're so grateful for you. Thank you.
You're
Well,
very
we
welcome.
appreciate you hopping on. Let me ask you, what's your favorite nighttime show?
Can I choose the Main Street Electrical Parade?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's good
I
stuff.
have been known to knock a person out to get in the front row to watch that Main Street Electrical Parade. And I'm like Forrest Gump, like, huh? To all the characters, they must wave to me. That is like a mission of mine.
Corey, when's the next time you're going to Magic Kingdom?
I will be at Magic Kingdom a week from tonight.
Okay. Well, Dina, a week from tonight, you're going to want to tune in because the after show is going to be the Main Street Electrical Parade. So tune in.
Look at her face.
We're bringing you the Main Street Electrical Parade. It's in Disneyland. It was the Disneyland version, but it'll certainly be fun to watch that. So
yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
So there you go.
Yay.
Well, we appreciate you coming in. Definitely appreciate everything that you do, and as supportive as you are of the channel.
Love. Thank you so much for having me. You guys really mean a lot to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're very, very welcome. I'll say this on your way out, that when we do go through Pirates, there are times where we feel like maybe you're not there, or you're not ninja watching, and there'll be hearts and feet and Dina, and this is for Dina and all that stuff. So you're remembered even then too.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. What a family. What that is, that family. That describes the LID family. That's what everybody is here together. It's the LID family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. And if I'm halfway into a stream and I'm not seeing the Dina name, I'm like, all right, where is she? And then finally you pop up. So I'm like, okay, there she is.
Yeah.
So thank you and happy Thanksgiving. And when's your next trip to Disney?
not until next year. But I had such a great time at the Food and Wine Festival with my cousins, and we met up with Neil and Alyssa too. We had such a fun time that I gave my cousins the bug. Now they have the bug. So now I foresee in my future a little extra trip every fall just to go to the Food and Wine Festival.
Yay.
Very cool.
Very
Yes.
nice. Enjoy your holiday, my dear. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love to everybody.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You're welcome.
Gobble gobble.
All right. Our next guest, you can only really welcome him one way.
I have a sense of who this might be. There he is. The Kungaloosh. You know, there was I have a lot of memories with Spencer, and remember the time we hung out at Magic Kingdom and you and I were like, let's just go see if they'll let us go eat over at Skipper Canteen and let's get a Kungaloosh. And we did.
And it was awesome. And we got surprised by more Kungaloosh offerings than we realized were there. They sent us a beer at first. Thank you, but neither of us drink.
No. Yeah. And we were a little bit disappointed with the Kungaloosh. I think the taste, I thought it could have been better, but you know what? We were having a good time together, so it wasn't bad.
Amen. Amen. Well, hey, you know what? Thank you for thank you for having all of us on. I've said it a bunch in stream and whatnot. Corey, you're a machine, man. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it a fifth of the time that you do. And the fact that you partnered with somebody else that could do it just as well in Lawrence, I mean, wow. You know what? We were inspired by a lot of what you do to move down there. And while we're back in Wisco right now, looking forward to celebrating Thanksgiving with family. We are so close to the parks that we get in there quite a bit, as time allows, and it's still probably not as much as you do, given how close we are. It just shows that, whether it's cold or raining or whatever is going on, you're making that drive in and bringing it to everybody, and we're grateful for that. So we appreciate y'all, and we'll do more than we have to try and get in to see you. It's been a rough year for health wise, but now I'm over that hump, and I'm back in the saddle again, and we'll look forward to catching up very, very soon.
That's great. I appreciate you so much.
As many people as I saw on my last trip, you were the person I was surprised to see because I didn't know you just showed up right behind us. So, but it was great to see you.
That's how he does it.
Last time, yeah, I didn't know the last time I saw you, so it was great to see you. Where were we? Outside of Liberty Tree, I think. We were walking by Liberty Tree. Yeah. So
y'all had your food review, and I caught up with you as you were stepping out.
Yeah, and we got to do Pirates together, and can't remember if we did anything else. But Spencer's a great guy, great supporter of the channel, and it's always good to see him in chat.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate being a small part of this big old machine that you all have created, and wish y'all nothing but continued success, and Kungaloosh to all.
Kungaloosh.
And so have you been able to catch the post show? Were you on the post show recently? Have you seen that?
I have not.
Okay. So we're starting to do this post show now where we bring you something. So as I told Dino, we're going to be doing the Main Street Electrical Parade. The next time we go out to Hollywood Studios, we're going to show after Corey ends, we're going to show the West Coast version of Fantasmic through this great partnership that Corey was able to get Attractions Magazine. We're able to use their library. So pretty cool. And, it's just that you were talking about how much of a machine Corey is. And I don't think that there's really many channels doing what Corey does, if any. And I think that it shows by all of these folks that are here in the Zoom and in chat that are very supportive. So it's very cool to see just how supportive everyone is, and you're right up there on top of that list.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being one small, cog in this giant wheel that y'all are creating, and it's fun to be witness to.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That is
That's
true.
for sure.
That is
Yeah.
true. I can say that. Well, thank you, Spencer. Hopefully, it is not too cold up there in Wisco.
It is too cold. I'll be the yeah. It is cold, and I'm very much looking forward to flying back home.
I hear you. Much love to the family, and
Likewise.
enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble, and yes, tell the family we all said hello here from the LID family. And did Gail bring her popcorn bucket with her? I'm sure Tammy
No,
wants to know.
But we bought our regional popcorn, and I think she has about 2 or 3 gallons of it up here in reserve. So she's all sorts of good there. Yeah.
Is there a special cheese popcorn up there to Wisco? Something like maybe you can't get anywhere else or anything like that?
We make Chicago's maybe an hour 20 minutes door to door for us, and so Clark's on First has spectacular variety of popcorn, cheese, caramel, plain, whatnot, and that's always our go-to when we're there down there. Garrett's is good, but Clark's on I think it's Clark's on First or whatever. That's Gail's. I'll tell you, I just go when she tells me, and we get it, and we all love it.
Very nice. All right, enjoy your Thanksgiving, my friend, and come surprise us in the park as soon as you can.
See you soon.
Take care.
All right, take care.
All right.
Kungaloosh. We love Spencer.
Kungaloosh.
Spencer always ups the game and ups the energy in the park when he's with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so witty off the top of his head. Intelligent guy.
So this next guest, we might see him at Sunshine Tree Terrace.
Is it Orangebird?
It's Orangebird. Or we might see him at Aloha Sunshine Isle.
Oh, got to be Dole Whip Dave. I can tell you no Dole Whip is going to be consumed in this podcast, but there's Dole Whip Dave. Dole Whip Dave is also so dedicated, another major part of our family, and we're so thankful for Dole Whip Dave. I met Dole Whip Dave in Epcot. We went to the Fry Basket, some treats.
You went to the Fry Basket, but not to get Dole Whip?
No, look at that.
You can get Dole Whip in the park at that time.
Gotcha.
So he has his pin there, and that's a pin that people can earn by doing the World Showcase walkthrough with me. So he did the World Showcase walkthrough that night, and I've got one right here too. Let's see. Lawrence always claims that he didn't get one, but I really don't know for sure if he did or if he didn't. So let me fix this here. There it is. And we have more pins. We still have more pins that we need to dish out. So if we happen to be in Epcot when any of you are visiting, let us know, and you can hitch to our wagon and walk around the World Showcase with us and earn that button.
So Dole Whip Dave, how long have you been watching, and what got you watching Living in Diz and Disney live streams?
I watched Corey the very first time on July 18th of 2020. I have the date. Sorry, I'm fighting a cold. But yeah, that was the very first time. My wife is the one, of course, that found you guys. She's like, just like you, Lawrence. It was like, these people are in the park and they're live, and you can see them like it's really like active and live. And so yeah, it was great because like the park had just opened up 7 days ago, and then you were there and you were alive, and it was the neatest thing. And it's been impressive, your work, and then all the great people that I've met because of your channel. It's been wonderful. Met in the park, met you. It's been wonderful.
So before that time, were you watching like vlogs or live streams or anything? No.
No, I think we were stuck at home like everybody else, and then my wife found these live streamers, and she was like, "You need to be watching this," and so
wow,
I got hook, line, and sinker. I think I'm one of the longest members. I'm like third or fourth as far as being the longest member.
Wow. Thank you for that. Do you have Neil beaten? I don't know. He takes pride.
No,
He thinks he's the
no, I
longest.
thought I did, but there's it's like Sharon and Neil got me beat.
Yeah, Neil's number.
But like it's real close.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
close, very close. So, what? I believe I know this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Your favorite Dole Whip flavor?
I like the OG.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
that Rapunzel one is it's Chef Kiss. It's so good. I had it last time and I was like, this is the best thing ever. And it's like a raspberry and it's really good.
It is very good. I agree with you. I really enjoy that one.
Like 10 out of 5 Mickeys.
Yeah. And I want Tammy to try it, but she can't because there's also dairy in there. So I wish you could try that one.
So, is there another snack other than Dole Whip that you like in the parks?
Oh, I can certainly eat a pretzel anytime.
Okay. All right.
Maybe pretzel is great.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. That's pretty much it.
Okay. And what's your favorite ride of all 4 parks?
Soarin'. So Epcot's my favorite park.
Wow.
So what do you think about the newest version, the ending?
It's fine. I really like that they did that. You can see Epcot proper.
I agree.
The Eiffel Tower thing didn't bother me so much, but I like that the Epcot's finally updated at the end. That's really classy, neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they would do that at some point, once the walls came down and they would have a chance to reshoot it because the walls, really came down December 5th. So I figured sometime after that they would do that. So it didn't take them as long as I thought. So yeah, I'll get to see that New Year's Eve. It'll be my first time soaring around the world with the new Epcot ending.
Nice.
So where do you live in the country, and how often do you get to the parks?
I live in Central Alabama, so I live 8 hours from the park. I wish that meant I could come more often, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Right now we have little kitties we just got, so that's why I haven't been recently.
Mm.
We'd like to try to come like every year or so. Once they get grown, I'm sure we'll come more often. It's funny because I have coworkers that have APs, and I'm like, "Are you for real?" And they're like, "Yeah, we don't mind. We'll drive 8 hours at Disney all the time." And I'm very impressed that they have APs.
So do the live streams help, like, when you get in the Disney blues, or are there times when you're like, I can't even look at, a live stream because I'm missing it too much?
No, they're very helpful. Either way, before or after.
Good.
But I really like it seeing the updates. Like y'all are always there. So you're gonna get the latest merch. You're gonna get the latest, like, if they take down a wall, I'm gonna know about it right away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So true. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and again, just like I've said a couple times tonight, the support that you give is immense, and adding to the chat and adding to the conversation and having back and forth conversation is so important to the live stream. I've said it a number of times. Corey hosting or Neil hosting or me when I'm down there. We're not the live stream. The live stream is the parks and the folks in chat. So I appreciate everything that you add to it.
Sure. I try to be when I can.
Yeah, we appreciate you, my friend.
Just say the magic word and I'll be there.
Yeah, that's fun. And he does come. He does come for sure. And he has it. He has his own thing. Like he has his own thing, right? He knows when he comes in. What do I say? Dole Whip Dave, and I can tell him either we're going to consume Dole Whip today or we're not. I like to let him know ahead of time. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Dave. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Corey.
Thank you so much for being part of our family. I mean that. Excellent.
Okay. Next, and if I'm missing anybody in the Zoom room, just let me know. I'm going to bring in a moderator, so you all better be on your best behavior.
We're banning Neil tonight, so we don't go for another 3 hours.
This person is a moderator, and I remember she was one of the first people when I first started chatting, and stopped being ninja. She was one of the first people to welcome me, and so I thank her very much. And we always see her on the Zooms, and she always adds so much to it. She is a Floridian currently. Wonder who he thinks it is.
I know who that is. There
Hi.
she is. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I didn't expect to see you come on. That's awesome.
Yes. You talk about being a ninja watcher. I was a ninja watcher for a long time before I got the nerve to participate in the chat. I think I was a little intimidated by the chat because everybody seemed to be like a very close-knit family, everybody that interacted with each other. And I didn't know how I would fit in there. But the first time I got my nerve up to start chatting, I felt so embraced and so accepted that it became easier and easier every time. And, you can't shut me up now. So you're stuck with me.
Yeah. Yep. Sharon's been great. And I don't think you were watching that long and participating in chat before I asked if you would like to be a moderator.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. And I was really shocked. But, when you texted me about it and you said, the qualities that you were looking for, and you made it clear that if I didn't feel comfortable doing it, there would be no hard feelings if I said I didn't want to. And hopefully I contribute something to the channel.
You do. And, Sharon can be a little bit more of the stern type, and I like it. It's like once Sharon came in, it was kind of like, I felt like there were times where she would tell somebody, no, this isn't the way it's going to be, or let's keep the conversation at Disney. And I started to feel like, I think that's when I started to drift away from what you guys were doing. Like, I would guess that I don't know if you noticed. I feel like I participate in any kind of conversations going on between you all behind the scenes where you might be handling something, because I know you're handling it. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
So I just let you go ahead and do your thing, and I know it'll be taken care of. So
he came from years of being an office manager and dealing with employees. So I was the disciplinarian, and it's kind of ingrained in me at this point. But I have to say, the tribute that you did earlier to Andy was just wonderful, and I appreciate it. And I have to tell you a little funny story about Andy, because he was always on the chat. And how he used to say hello to people, and he would, say, hi, Ann, hi, this one. And I would say hello to him, and he would never answer me. And I think I texted you once about it, saying, why doesn't Andy ever respond to me? So I saw him on Instagram, And I texted him and I said, Andy, did I do something to hurt your feelings? Did I offend you in any way? If I did, it was inadvertent and I apologize. And he immediately got back to me because, no, you didn't do anything. The problem is the chat moves so fast that I can't read it fast enough. And after that, he made it a point to say hello to me at least once. And then that's when we started sending voice messages to each other. And it was like every few days he would send me another voice message, just asking me how I was and telling me about his life. And, it was just wonderful. He was really a sweet and caring guy. And I'm glad that everybody appreciated him.
And that, in that tribute, the voice that you hear is Andy, and that was one of his voice memos that he left me. Actually, it was the last one that he left me. That was late August. But he just, I had popped into, as I was telling Corey, he was a DJ on TikTok, and I was like, let me check him out. So I popped in, and I was watching him do his thing. And what struck me about that message is that, he knew that I had just taken Finley to school, and like here's a guy in the UK that is, somebody in a chat on a live stream, but yet he takes the time out to think about me and my family and the fact that, I just taken Finley to school, and just a sweet guy. And I think that just shows what kind of community Corey and the family are trying to build here on Living in Diz, and it's just going to continue to grow.
And that's why also that, because I felt so intimidated before I really started chatting, that I make an effort to be friendly every time a new name pops up. I want to be welcoming to them because they don't know what we're like. They don't know how close we all have gotten over really a relatively short amount of time. And so I want everybody to feel you really are a part of a family. When you call everybody a family, you're not kidding. It's not just, lip service. It's for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we see that all the time. I remember the first time that I was live streaming in the parks was Mickey's Halloween party last year. And I was having that gimbal that didn't want to work.
I remember that.
And Sharon was like, it's okay if, if you have to end, that's fine. And it's just so supportive the whole way through, and such a great mod team. And I kind of feel like she's, if you had a lead mod, it would probably be her.
Thank you.
It would almost be Neil. Neil, hello, thank you for joining us. It would almost be Neil, but Neil's in the parks with him, so much that it wouldn't. But you're always there and always supportive. And the other day I screwed up and started a stream when I shouldn't, or started the wrong stream, and she was right in there sending the link to the new one. So she's really trying to bring everybody together, and I appreciate what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. I try, but I think, all the moderators are wonderful. I mean, Allison is just stellar. Sometimes she catches things that I miss, and she's right on top of it too. So between, me and Allison and Pamela and, some of the other moderators, we all kind of support each other on an ongoing basis. And that's really nice. I think we really are a team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly a team effort for sure. And, I'm sitting, especially when I'm producing the live streams, I'm sitting right here, and I got my finger on my mouse and I could do everything. And if I see something, I'll go to do it. And you or Allison have already taken care of it. So
we try.
I like that. So yeah, appreciate that.
Yes. So, well, I thank you. I appreciate you, all of you. And it's amazing to me, this is an impossible thing. I was just writing a letter to you, Corey, to send in my holiday card. I'll give you like a little bit of my background in the letter, but I said, it's so impossible to think that I have this family of friends who love and care about each other and that I haven't met. And it all started with a little cartoon mouse. That's amazing.
Right? It still boils down to that, doesn't it?
Yes.
It really does. That
Yeah.
little mouse written on a napkin by a man.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So crazy.
It's an amazing thing. And we're blessed to have you as part of our team and our family. So
thank you.
So everything happens for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you, Sharon. We will see you Saturday at Universal. We know you'll be there helping out. And what's great about this, folks, if you don't know, like behind the scenes, if one of the mods are not going to be in, they'll let us know. Hey, I've got this event or something like that. And so that's when she talks about a team, it is a true team. True team.
Yes.
It is, and that's another thing further that Tammy and I always let them know, like your personal life comes first. We'll figure it out. If you got something to do, whatever reason, you don't even have to have a reason. If you just can't be there that day, as long as you let us know so we know you're okay and all that stuff, we're totally fine with that. We appreciate the support and the time and all that goes into it. You guys are amazing.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Love you all.
Appreciate you joining
Love
us.
you too.
All right. So we have one more guest who wants to join, and I'm going to bring them in. She probably knows as much of the parks as Alicia. Where'd she go? Hold on.
All right.
All
And
right.
then I think I have to go help Tammy peel potatoes.
Okay.
Like real-time Thanksgiving stuff.
Shannon, can you hear us? Shannon, if you're talking, you're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Come in, Shannon. Shannon has been there for a long time. She's dedicated as well. She always has a lot of information to pass along, which I always appreciate.
Hi, Corey. Hi.
Oh, I hear her. Shannon, hello. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So,
that's awesome.
I said it just now, like even in the beginning of the show, you were talking about when Jollywood is, when the parties are. How do you keep up on all the stuff that's going on?
That's because I watch Ron on the Go and the different streamers.
Okay. All right. And
Corey's my #1 streamer.
Oh, there you go.
Aw, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There you go. So, what is your favorite ride in all 4 parks?
My favorite ride is the Cali River ride to see Corey get wet.
Well, we haven't done that one in a long time, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Of course, things are always contingent on wait times. So next time we're there, or one of the times we're there soon, we'll see what the wait times are there, and I'll see if I can get on for you for sure.
Awesome. And so Shannon does not miss a live stream. She also loves the parades and the parties, so she's always there. So maybe she'll be watching on the 29th of December when I might live stream. Not the I don't know what you call it, the unparty.
Yeah, the Christmas party.
Yeah.
I actually will be there, but this Saturday night I'm going to Jollywood.
Oh,
you are?
Yes, I'm going to watch my favorite other streamer with Coda Bear.
Oh, okay.
So do you have so it's Jollywood, right? So it's gonna there's some people that dress up. Some people dress up like glitz and glamour. Some people are just wearing pajamas. Some people don't dress up. They're just wearing a Mickey shirt. What's your plan for that night?
Lawrence, I'm going to watch it on YouTube, and my husband can watch Corey on his phone.
There you go.
Oh, fun. Yeah, we've got some Universal stuff this week, and we're gonna go visit the Grinch and do the Macy's parade and check out the Wicked store. Lots happening coming up on Saturday, so gonna be fun.
My favorite
Yeah.
show is Wishes.
Oh, our favorite show is Wishes. Lawrence, can we show Wishes in a post show sometime?
I have 2 versions of Wishes that we will be.
Wishes.
So
Woo! Nice.
I've already said Magic Kingdom. The next Magic Kingdom is going to be the Electrical Parade, so that's spoken for. But your next Magic Kingdom streams after that, we are going to have Wishes done by Cliff Flicks. And I'll tell you about the next version when we talk about what's coming up in the next few weeks of the show. So
excellent, Shannon. Before you go, I tease you a lot, and I hope you it makes you laugh.
Yeah, used to it, Corey. Matter of fact, my husband was laughing with me on Saturday.
Sometimes I'll be out there doing my thing, and you come out and you say something, and I'm just like, oh man, I got to give her a hard time. Nothing's coming to mind at the moment, but you definitely provide laughs for me too, so I appreciate you.
I'm used to it.
Well, you add a lot to every stream, and we appreciate and all the information that you just know it, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
I'm thankful for living in this, and thankful for my family and my life and my house.
Love it. Love it.
That's great. Well, we love you too, and we'll see you in the chat, and maybe we can have you on again next year.
Sure. This will be my second year, Lawrence, watching Corey.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. We appreciate you watching as much as you do.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. That was great. You know, Lawrence, this was better than I expected. Good job. This was Lawrence's idea. It was great to meet a few of you, and who knows? Maybe we can do it twice a year or something. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. The software that we use to run the show allows you to do a Zoom room. So those of you that can't see it, there's actually a Zoom room going on with everybody watching, and they're chatting back and forth, and it's just pretty cool. Again, just another thing about this community that is very different. So I talked about what's coming up on the show soon. So we still have a couple episodes left this season before we end this season. You've got Disney Vacation Club that we expect to talk about. We have the Disney College program. I have a guest coming on the 17th, which will be our last show that year. And he just did the ultimate park hop challenge. He visited every Disney park in the world and did it in order to raise money for Give Kids the World. So he's going to be coming on the 17th to tell us all about his adventures. And his name is Brent Hopper. And then we also have Heis Piano. So this channel, if you do not know this channel, you need to go check him out. So I'll tell you how it happened. I was looking for Cliff Flicks. I searched YouTube for Cliff Flicks, and his came up, and he actually has Luminous playing on the piano with Cliff's 4K version of Luminous behind him, and the piano playing is synced to the fireworks just as if it was the soundtrack that you're hearing. So we're very excited to have him on. He is coming on, I believe, on the 10th. So we will talk to him then, find out about his love for Disney and talk about everything that he's done. And he has agreed to let us use his version of Wishes, his version of Luminous, his version of Happily Ever After, his version of Enchantment for our after shows. So one of the after shows are going to be him. So we'll have a 4K version of Wishes playing, but it'll be him just playing the piano. The soundtrack is taken out. So it's very good. He is very talented. And what's interesting is that some of his mods and some of his chatters are from our community. Like I looked there, I was like, oh, it's Donna. Donna is one of his mods. So he's very well connected to our community. So excited to have him on and talk to him. So we've got some good shows coming up to end season number 2.
Season number 2 in the books, man. It's coming.
Catherine, I'm going to give you one last look at all of this here. There you go.
Oof. That's all yours, Catherine. It's all yours.
This has been absolutely wonderful. I appreciate all of you joining. I appreciate Corey allowing me to do as much as I do and to be as involved as I. She just busts in the room and boos at my shirt. Yes, Heiss. So it's pronounced H-I-C-E, Heiss. Neil, I really want you to be around for that show. I know it's right before Give Kids the World, but I'm really hoping that you can be on the show or at least in the chat that night because it's all about music. But yeah, I just thank Corey for allowing me to do as much as he allows me to do. And, hopefully I haven't broken the channel yet.
You make me better, my friend.
No, not at all. No, I remember, I'll say it real quickly. I remember meeting you. It was October 1st, 2022. And if I ever forget, there's a poster right above me to remind me. That's not that one. It's that one. Because it was the 40th anniversary of Epcot.
He posterized it.
And I remember seeing you outside of Guardians, but I wasn't with the Catherine and Finley had walked away or somewhere. And I saw you guys and I didn't want to, hi. And I didn't want to go over because I was so nervous. So I didn't go over, but I did wait, and I met you in Connections, ironically enough, in Connections. And now we have this huge connection. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Appreciate you too, my friend. He was so nervous. It was cute, says Catherine. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's to the level of what we do. I tell my coworkers at work and all that. I'm like, you just know me as me, worker Corey, and all that. But there's a lot more meaning to others out there, and just having some people on tonight and talk about it. Thank you all for coming on and telling us how much you love us and support us. It really, words can't express how much that means to us and our family. We all truly love you from me down to Jacob, Jillian, and Tammy. We really do. I'll say this last thing. We do the replays. We do Reliving in Diz on Sundays, and every time we're in 2020, and every time I check in and look at a few minutes, it's like, the channel's changed. Jillian is older. She's doing her thing, and I just want to relay that too, how much she really still loves you and the impact she had on this channel. People still ask about her today, and she's hardly on. And I make sure I pass that on to her too. And it means a lot to her when I tell her, that you all still ask for her. And, she's not gone for good. I'm sure you'll all see her again. But like I said, times change. We get older. We're not the Simpsons. We can't do 25 seasons as a family, as you know them. So, but I was going to say, when I watch these older streams from 2020 on Sundays, Jillian tells all of you how much she loves you so many times, and that just blew me away because I just kind of forgot about that a little bit, and she does. So we're all thankful.
Yep, absolutely. So if you're making turkey, ham, whatever, get on it. My dad makes duck. Anybody have duck? He makes duck, chicken, spaghetti, all sorts of stuff.
Well, he's got to do the turducken.
He will not do that, but he will make. He's probably started cooking like on Monday because he cooks for like his church family. So like 40 people come over to the house. So yeah, he'll be slam busy. It's the 5 of us here, and you've got to go cook, help peel potatoes. I'm sure Catherine has something for me to do. So we're gonna let all of you go, but I appreciate again everybody joining tonight and all the love and support that you give Corey and the family and myself during this.
We truly love you all, and we're all thankful for you. You all are amazed, Diz, and look forward to hearing your stories of how you experienced Thanksgiving on Saturdays. We turn to Christmas. I mean, we've kind of done that already, right? But we turn Universal to Christmas on Saturdays, and there's so much that we're going to do there for all of you listening live. Grinchmas, the Macy's Parade, Christmas decorations, Christmas treats. I'm sure it's been a while since we've been to Universal, so I'm sure hopefully we'll see some new merch about, and we're gonna check out the Wicked store. I'm very excited. So, I hear they have so much merchandise, Lawrence. It's unlimited. That's a big word in the soundtrack. I'm just saying. On that note,
I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
All right, everyone. We've said it all. We have done it all. And we truly mean every single second of it. So what can I say? For now, we're just a couple of bros talking Disney. So good night, everyone.
Good night. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Now we can unmute ourselves because they stopped talking.
Oh, they're finally gone.
No.
Hi, Sharon. I just figured out how to do the video.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice to see you finally.
Yeah.